If you're hearing this right now, pause. Take a breath and let everything else fall silent. I'm risking everything to speak these words because I know your future can shift if you truly hear what I'm about to say. This isn't just another message. This is the cry of my heart reaching directly into yours. Not for millions, not for crowds, but for you. You've been running on empty, hiding behind smiles, pretending you're okay while quietly drowning inside. But I've been there, watching every tear fall when no one else noticed. I've been whispering into your soul in the stillness of the night. But today I'm not whispering. I'm speaking clearly, directly, because I can't let you miss this moment. You've been asking for a sign. This is it. I see how tired you are. I see the weight you're carrying. And I want you to know you don't have to carry it alone anymore. I'm here, and I've never left. Let me in. Let me speak to the part of you that still dares to hope. Don't turn away now. Your breakthrough begins the moment you truly listen. You have asked me to speak, to show you a sign, to reveal what you could not understand on your own. You have prayed for answers, for guidance, for clarity. But when I began to whisper, you were surrounded by too much noise to hear me. So now I come not with a whisper, but with a call that will shake the walls of your comfort and stir the deepest part of your being. I am calling you to awaken. I am summoning your heart back to awareness because something holy and serious is unfolding in the unseen realm, and you must not remain blind to it. My beloved, this is not a gentle word meant only to soothe you. This is a word meant to rescue you. It will challenge you. It will confront what has grown too familiar in your soul. But it will also heal you if you receive it fully. You have walked through seasons where you thought I was silent. But I was watching, waiting for the right moment when your spirit would be still enough to hear the truth. That moment is now. You have reached a point in your journey where comfort can no longer guide you. I am calling you out of comfort and into conviction, out of passivity and into purpose. The path ahead cannot be walked with divided attention or have faith. I am shaking you now, not to harm you, but to prepare you. For too long you have tolerated voices that sound like wisdom, but are rooted in fear. You have allowed distractions to become familiar companions, and they have numbed the sound of my spirit within you. But I am breaking that numbness now. I am cutting through the fog that has surrounded your heart. Do not harden yourself against what I am saying. This truth will not fit easily into your comfort. It will expose the cracks in your certainty and challenge the illusions that you have mistaken for peace. Yet this is mercy. This is my love refusing to let you live beneath your calling. My child, I need you to understand when I speak in urgency. It is never from anger, but from deep compassion. I see the dangers ahead that you cannot see. I know the traps the enemy has set for you, and I cannot remain silent while your destiny stands in the balance. You have prayed for protection, for guidance, for a sign, and this is it. The words you are hearing now are the shield I am placing around your future. There are moments when heaven itself leans close to humanity. When I interrupt the ordinary to release extraordinary truth, this is one of those moments. Heaven's attention is upon you. Angels are standing near, listening to every heartbeat of your response. What you do with this message will shape the path ahead. Do not treat this lightly, for this is not mere inspiration. It is instruction. I am revealing something that must be heard, something that will determine whether you move forward into destiny or remain trapped in delay. This is why I have commanded stillness. Why am I asking you to stop and truly listen? For this truth is not just for your mind, it is for your soul. Say, Father, renew my spirit. If you want a fresh touch from heaven, you have been asking me, Lord, what are you doing in my life? Why does it feel like everything is shaking? The shaking is not punishment. It is preparation. I am removing what is false so that what is eternal can remain. The things you have leaned on, the patterns you thought were stable, the plans you made out of fear rather than faith, they are being disrupted because I am setting you free. Do not resist the shaking, for it is my mercy disguised as discomfort. The pain you feel is not abandonment. It is awakening. I am pulling you out of the illusion that safety lies in control. Your safety lies only in me. This truth is dangerous because it exposes the lies you have believed for too long. The lie that you must have everything figured out before you obey. The lie that delay equals wisdom. The lie that I will wait indefinitely while you entertain fear and indecision. I love you too much to let you live like that any longer. The time of hesitation is ending. The moment of choice is here. You are standing on sacred ground where destiny and obedience meet. Every word I speak to you now carries the power to set you free. But it will demand your full attention, your full surrender. I know how weary you have been, how tired you are of pretending to be strong, how you have carried responsibilities that have drained your joy. I know how many nights you have stared into the dark, wondering if your prayers still reach me. They do. Every cry, every sigh, every question had been heard. I have not ignored you, and I have not forgotten you. But I am telling you now, it is time to awaken to a higher reality. You have lived too long in the middle ground, too long between faith and fear, too long between trust and self-reliance. You cannot remain divided. The days ahead will require clarity, purity, and boldness, and I am preparing you for that now. Support our channel. We dedicate our work to bringing happiness to your heart and drawing you closer to God. If you'd like to help us continue this mission, you can contribute through Super Thanks. Your support truly means a lot. My child, when I say this message is dangerous, I do not mean it is meant to harm you. It is dangerous because it will strip away every excuse you've used to stay small. It will uncover the truth about who you are, what you've avoided, and what I am calling you into. It will make you choose between light and compromise, between surrender and self-preservation. This is not a call for comfort. It is a call for transformation. I did not create you to live half awake. I formed you to carry my fire, to shine with my light, to stand as a voice of truth in a world drowning in noise. And for that to happen, everything false must fall away. Listen closely. You have not stumbled upon this message by accident. You were guided here by my Spirit. I arranged this exact moment because I saw the battle in your heart, the tension between what I've called you to do and what fear has convinced you to delay. I saw how often you've said, maybe later, when I whispered, now. I have watched you reason with your own destiny, weighing divine instruction against human opinion. And though I have been patient, I cannot let you remain in that place any longer. I am calling you to move. I am calling you to trust me beyond your understanding. The truth I am speaking may feel heavy, but within it is your freedom. I am exposing what has entangled you, not to condemn you, but to release you. The enemy has tried to make you comfortable in delay, convincing you that waiting endlessly is wisdom. But not all waiting is holy. Some waiting is disobedience disguised as caution. I am not calling you to be reckless, but I am calling you to be obedient. When I say move, move. When I say release, release. When I say trust, trust. Because I see what you cannot see. The doors you have been praying for are opening, but you cannot walk through them carrying the weight of hesitation. You are mine, and I have invested too much in you to let fear dictate your future. The world around you is shifting, and so must you. The Spirit is stirring, aligning, preparing, but only those who listen will perceive it. Many will continue in distraction, clinging to what feels safe while missing what is sacred. But I have not brought you here to miss your moment. I have brought you here to awaken, to align, to rise. This is not just a message, it is a divine interruption. Heaven is speaking. The atmosphere is changing. My Spirit is hovering over you even now, confirming these words within your heart. So, my child, do not turn away. Do not scroll past this truth. Do not silence the conviction rising within you. This moment is a holy intersection between your past and your future, between who you were and who I am calling you to become. If you will open your heart, if you will receive my words without resistance, I will begin to do a new thing in you. Something irreversible, something eternal. The danger is not in hearing this message. The danger is in ignoring it. The danger is in walking away unchanged when I am offering you transformation. Listen to me one last time. I am not far from you. I am right here speaking life into your spirit, calling you out of the shadows and into light. Do not delay. Do not doubt. What I am revealing is not meant to scare you, but to prepare you. This is your divine warning and your divine invitation. The truth you are hearing is sharp because it cuts away lies. It is dangerous because it confronts what the enemy wants you to keep hidden. But it is holy because it will set you free. Stay with me now. Do not move from this moment. For I, the Lord your God, am about to reveal to you what has been concealed. And when I do, you will understand why I said this. This message is not just true, it is a turning point. Receive it with reverence, and your life will never be the same again. My child, listen closely, for I am about to uncover a truth that will disturb your comfort but deliver your soul. Many think they are awake, but they are not. They walk through each day with open eyes, yet remain blind to what truly matters. They speak of faith, but their hearts drift far from me. They raise their hands in worship while their minds are consumed with the world. They think they are living in light. But they dwell in a dim shadow, where compromise feels holy and comfort feels like peace. This, my child, is the greatest danger of your generation. Spiritual blindness disguised as wisdom. Sleep that masquerades as rest. You must hear this because you are surrounded by illusions that seem harmless but are slowly numbing your spirit. The enemy has not come to you with loud destruction. He comes softly, offering distractions wrapped in good intentions. He whispers that there is always more time, that faith can wait, that holiness can be balanced with a little compromise. And my people believe him. They believe they are awake because they know my name, because they once felt my presence, because they still speak of me with their lips, but their hearts are drifting. Lulled to sleep by the rhythm of comfort, they no longer hunger for me, they simply acknowledge me. They no longer tremble at my word. They scroll past it. They no longer pray with tears. They whisper empty words while their minds wander. This blindness is not of the eyes, but of the spirit. It is the dullness that comes when the eternal is traded for the temporary. You see, my beloved, the greatest deception is not open rebellion. It is a subtle distraction. The enemy does not need to turn you into a villain to destroy your destiny. He only needs to make you busy. He will fill your life with noise and these tasks and the scrolling and these goals until there is no room left for stillness, no space left for my voice. You will think you are accomplishing much, yet your soul will grow empty. You will think you are alive, but you will be sleepwalking through divine opportunities, missing the moments I designed for your growth. That is why this truth is dangerous, because it strips away the illusion that comfort equals safety. It reveals how the enemy has convinced many to live halfway between faith and the world, content with a flicker of light while the flame slowly dies. I speak this with urgency because I see how near the danger has crept. You are surrounded by a world that celebrates distraction as progress and calls compromise wisdom. Many of my children have built their lives upon shifting sand and do not even realize it. They have replaced intimacy with performance, prayer with routine, holiness with appearance. They attend to my name but ignore my presence. They talk about me as if I am far away, yet I am standing beside them, knocking at the door of their hearts, waiting to be invited in again. They do not see how far they have drifted because their surroundings still feel familiar. The blindness has settled slowly like a fog over their souls until they can no longer tell the difference between conviction and comfort. My child, do you know how this blindness begins? It begins when small compromises go unchallenged. It begins when the heart says just this once and repeats it until sin feels like normal life. It begins when my spirit whispers, "Come away with me." And the soul replies, "Later, Lord, I'm too tired." Each delay builds a wall. Each excuse dulls the heart. And soon even my voice sounds distant. This is how the enemy steals without being seen. He does not always bring chaos. Sometimes he brings convenience. He does not always shout lies. Sometimes he wraps them in half-truths that sound kind and reasonable. He tells you that balance is better than obedience, that moderation is safer than passion, that silence is wiser than witness. But hear me now. Those who walk in balance without discernment walk on the edge of deception. Right? I choose your will, Lord, if you surrender your plans to Him. You may say, "But Lord, I love you. I believe in you." And yes, you do. But love that never moves into surrender becomes idle affection. Belief that never bears obedience becomes empty confession. You cannot love me and remain unmoved by my call. You cannot claim to follow me while your feet stay planted in compromise. Many have mistaken emotions for relationships. They feel something during worship and think that feeling equals transformation. But transformation requires action. It requires dying to self, letting go of comfort, standing firm even when it costs you something. My beloved, I am not exposing this to shame you. I am revealing it so that you may see and awaken. For how can a blind soul follow light unless the veil is lifted? The danger of spiritual blindness is that it feels safe. It allows you to live comfortably between two worlds. It whispers that you can have me and still hold on to what I have asked you to release. It tells you that holiness is too extreme, that sacrifice is unnecessary, that conviction is outdated. And yet my spirit cries out within you, urging you to come higher, to see clearer. Every time you feel that inner restlessness, that stirring that says, there must be more, it is me calling you out of slumber. The discomfort is my mercy, waking you from the illusion that everything is fine when it is not. There are many who think they are walking with me, but they are only walking near me. They follow the echoes of my past movements instead of listening to my current voice. They cling to memories of former fire, while ignoring the embers that are dying within them. They have built altars to moments, instead of living in communion with me daily. I long for them to return. I long for you to return, not to religion, but to relationship, not to habit, but to hunger. I am not satisfied with occasional visits to your heart. I want to dwell there. I want my presence to consume your thoughts, your choices, your desires. I want you to live truly awake. Do you not see, my child? This message is dangerous because it unmasks the comfortable lie that has led my people into complacency. It jakes at the foundation of every false peace built on convenience. It reveals how easily good things, career, relationships, even ministry, can become idols when they replace intimacy with me. The enemy delights when you are busy doing good but forget to be still in my presence. He rejoices when you speak about me but stops listening to me. He celebrates when your mouth knows Scripture but your heart no longer trembles at it. That is why I am exposing this now, because I cannot allow blindness to lead you into destruction. I have seen the weight you carry, the exhaustion that comes from trying to balance everything, from trying to please everyone. I know how the constant noise has drowned out your peace. And I say to you now, this is not how I designed you to live. You were not created for endless motion without meaning. You were not made to live half awake, running on empty faith and borrowed strength. You were made for a deep living, burning connection with me. When you lose sight of that, even success becomes emptiness. Even peace becomes shallow. My beloved, the truth I am speaking will shake you, but it will also save you. I am tearing down illusions not to leave you exposed, but to rebuild you upon solid ground. I am shining light into places you have ignored, not to condemn, but to heal. I want you to see again, to truly see, to recognize how I have been near, even when you forgot me, to discern how the enemy has used comfort as a cage, to remember what it feels like to hunger for my presence again. You do not need to live blind any longer. I am removing the scales from your eyes, restoring clarity to your spirit. The hour is late, my child. The world is darkening, and many do not notice because their hearts are dimmed by distraction. But you will not be one of them. I am calling you now to awaken, to rise, to see with new eyes. The veil of illusion is lifting, and though the light may sting at first, it will bring freedom. You will no longer stumble in confusion. You will no longer settle for survival when I have called you to victory. You will walk with vision, purpose, and fire once more. So do not fear the truth that convicts you. It is the same truth that will cleanse you. Do not resist the discomfort. It is the very tool I use to awaken your soul. Let this word pierce through the fog and call your spirit into alignment. You were never meant to live half awake. You were created to burn brightly in a world that has forgotten the light. Rise from your slumber, my beloved. Shake off the illusions. Open your eyes, for I am here. I am the truth that exposes, the love that heals, and the voice that calls you home. My child, if you could feel what I feel, your heart would tremble beneath the weight of my sorrow. For I have watched from eternity as my children whom I form with love and breathe life into wander after empty things that cannot satisfy. I have seen souls chase after lights that fade, searching for peace in places that only bring exhaustion. I have whispered gently again and again, but so few have stopped to listen. The noise of the world has grown louder than my voice, and my heart aches because of it. I am not distant from this pain. I feel it deeply, because every wandering heart carries my fingerprints. Every lost soul still bears my image. I have watched those I love run toward mirages, mistaking them for living water, while my fountain of eternal life waits untouched. Oh, my beloved, you do not know how much I long for you to turn, how much I yearn to be heard again. You think I am silent, but I have been speaking through everything around you, through the sunrise that paints hope across your window, through the ache in your chest that reminds you there must be more than this, through the longing you cannot name, but you rush past it all, chasing the next distraction, the next goal, the next temporary comfort to dull the emptiness. I have watched my people fill their lives with noise, drowning in endless motion, yet starving in spirit. I have reached for them in the quiet, but they have feared the silence, for in silence their hearts must face the truth. And so they flee. They fill their ears with the world's clamor, and my whispers are lost in the echo. Do you know what it is like for me to watch my children trust what is false? To see them find their worth in things that cannot last? I see them measure their value by what fades, wealth, approval, status, and each time they do, something inside me weeps. Not because I am angry, but because I created them for more. They have mistaken abundance for blessing, applause for purpose, distraction for peace. They have replaced intimacy with me for endless driving that leaves them empty. My heart breaks as I watch them spend their days running after what will never love them back. They call my name when trouble strikes, but the rest of the time they are strangers to my presence. They seek me only when desperation pushes them to the edge. And when I answer, they thank me briefly and return to their business. Oh, my beloved, this cycle grieves me, for I desire not moments of attention, but a relationship that never ends. I look upon the earth and see hearts surrounded by screens and schedules. Eyes that see everything but me. Ears that hear everything but truth. I watch as my children drown in information, yet starve for revelation. They listen to voices that twist my words, that promises without holiness, pleasure without surrender. They are lured by teachings that comfort the flesh, but poison the soul. And though I stretch out my hand, many turn away because my path is narrow and quiet, not loud and convenient. My child, this is why I weep, not because I lack power, but because love cannot force itself. I will not invade where I am not invited, though I long to dwell in every heart. My grief is not born of disappointment alone. It is born of love. You cannot fathom the depths of the love I hold for each soul that drifts from me every time a heart chooses the noise of the world over my voice. I feel it every time someone trades their prayer for distraction. I feel it every time my children numb themselves with entertainment rather than bring their pain to me. I feel it. My heart has borne the weight of generations who have forgotten me, who have mistaken religion for relationship, who have built altars to comfort instead of surrender. I have watched churches filled with activity yet empty of my presence. People who know my words but not my heart. This is not what I intended. I wanted a family, not followers. I wanted hearts that beat with mine, not lips that praise me while their minds drift elsewhere. My beloved, I am not telling you this to burden you with guilt. I speak it because truth must pierce the illusion before healing can begin. I reveal my pain not to crush you, but to awaken you, to draw you back before the moment passes. You see, every soul is precious to me, and every wasted moment is a wound. When I see a child I love filling their life with things that lead nowhere, I grieve as a father watching a beloved one walk toward a cliff while refusing to hear his warning. I cry out, I send signs, I stirred their hearts, yet still many close their ears. They say, "It later, Lord," and each later builds a wall that separates them from my voice. My heart breaks because I know where that path leads, to weariness, to emptiness, to a life that looks full but is hollow inside. I have watched you too, my child. I have seen the moments you almost turned away from me. The seasons when you felt distant, when comfort seemed easier than conviction. I saw the times you said you were too tired to pray, too busy to rest in my presence, and I whispered anyway. I came to you in gentle moments, through the breeze that brushed your face, through the song that stirred your soul. But you thought it was a coincidence. Yet I never stopped calling. I never stopped waiting. My love for you is stubborn. It refuses to let you go. But I need you to understand something. My love can reach into your pain, but it will not compete with your distractions. You must choose me again intentionally, fiercely, wholeheartedly. Do you not know that I long to walk with you daily to share in every detail of your life? Yet I watch you turn to fleeting comforts instead, scrolling, comparing, chasing, always searching for what you already have in me. You look for affirmation in the eyes of others when I have already called you mine. You chase after temporary highs when I offer eternal joy. My heart aches not because I am offended, but because I see how those things wound you. They promise to fill you, but they leave you emptier. They drain your strength, dull your discernment, and distance your heart from my peace. Oh, how I wish you could see what I see, that everything you are chasing fades, but everything I offer remains. When I look upon the world, I see my creation groaning under the weight of choices that reject me. I see people trying to build kingdoms without my foundation, trying to heal wounds without my spirit, trying to find love without my truth. I see children born into chaos because their parents forgot my ways. I see nations crumbling under pride and greed. And yet, even now, my mercy holds back the flood. My compassion keeps calling. I still send words, messengers, dreams, and signs, not to condemn, but to awaken. For I know what time it is. The window of grace remains open, but it will not remain forever. That is why I speak with urgency now. I tell you plainly, my child, my heart cannot bear to lose another soul to illusion. I cannot watch you walk toward destruction while thinking you are safe. I will shake everything around you if I must, not to harm you, but to save you. I will disrupt your comfort if it means regaining your attention. For I would rather see you broken and returning than comfortable and blind. You ask why life feels unsettled, why peace seems distant. It is because I am disturbing your false peace to lead you to real peace. I am stripping away what distracts so that your eyes can see me clearly again. This is why I speak now with both sorrow and fire. My voice trembles with compassion, yet it carries the weight of eternity. The pain of my heart is not hopeless, it is purposeful. I reveal it so that you might understand how much I still desire you, how deeply I still believe in what I placed within you. You are not too far gone, not too distracted, not too broken to return. My arms remain open. My love remains steadfast. But the moment is critical. Each day of delay risks dulling your heart further. Each hour of ignoring my voice strengthens the walls that separate us. It is why I cry out to you now before it is too late. My child, listen beyond the words. Feel the weight of my love pressing against your heart. This is not anger. It is grief born of longing. I want you back. I want your heart unchained, your mind clear, your soul alive again. The world's noise has stolen too much from you already. Let it go. Come back to the quiet where I am waiting. Do not mistake my patience for indifference. I have held back judgment because I desire mercy. I have delayed consequences because I still hope for your return. But the time for awakening is now. Do not let this moment pass just another stirring. Let it mark your turning. For I am here, grieving yet hopeful, sorrowful yet steadfast, wounded by love yet still reaching. My heart has room for your return. My mercy has space for your mistakes. And my spirit still yearns to dwell within you. Hear me, beloved. Do not let noise win. Do not let the temporary silence be eternal. My heart is aching, but I speak these words to save you. Before it is too late, return to me, for I have never stopped calling your name. My child, hear me now, for my voice will no longer whisper. Spirit will thunder through every illusion that has numbed your heart. I have wept, I have waited, and I have watched. But now I speak with authority. I am shaking everything that can be shaken. The ground beneath your comfort will tremble. The walls that hid your compromise will crack, and every false peace will crumble beneath the weight of my truth. For this is the appointed time when all that is false must fall, and only what is rooted in me will remain. Do not fear this shaking, for it is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to deliver you. It will tear down what was never built by my Spirit. It will expose what was never pure in intention, and it will reveal who truly belongs to me. I am not coming to play with appearances anymore. I am drawing a line in the sand between those who truly walk in light and those who only wear the appearance of faith. For too long, the sacred has been mixed with the superficial, and truth has been diluted to make it easier to swallow. My name has been used to justify comfort instead of conviction, to excuse sin instead of cleanse it. But I am no longer allowing my presence to be treated as casual. I am holy, and those who walk with me must walk in holiness. The time of blending in is over. The time of pretending is over. The time of deciding is now. Comment, Jesus. Heal my heart if you're trusting Him with your pain, and share this video with your family members. If this message spoke to the part of you that's been hurting, don't let it disappear. Seal it by leaving a comment, even a simple amen, to acknowledge what you've received. Click like. This word can reach someone else who's silently drowning just like you were, and subscribe if you want to keep hearing what I am speaking into your life. You are not alone. Stay close, stay open, your healing begins now.